Hi and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm gonna fell a birch for firewood using a method called wetfelling. Never heard about it? Stick around. You'll soon see what it is. It's springtime here in Sweden, April the 1st to be precise. But don't let that fool you. This felling method isn't a joke. The problem with felling trees for firewood now, or for any purpose for that matter, is that the sap has started running and the trunk of this birch behind me is probably full of it. A lot of water that you want to dry out before using it for firewood. But the first step in this process is like any other felling. Grab your instrument of destruction, an axe in my case, and get to work taking the tree down. First step in any tree felling, of course, is to clear the area around the tree. Actually, the very first thing you should do before felling is looking up the tree and the neighboring trees to see if there are any widow makers threatening to fall down on top of your head. No problem with that here. Switching axes now. The boy's axe I like to use for clearing branches and small trees around the tree, but when it comes to the felling, I also like to have a felling axe. As you can see, there's plenty of sap running here, so we need to dry out this tree as efficiently as possible in order to make it into good firewood. The ground here is also very wet, which make a lot of trees rot. This birch is no different. So it's a good tree to take down for firewood, because this will only make it rot and die anyway. Better to make use of it before that happens. And as I have demonstrated on several occasions in my previous videos, when I go from the Facecut to the Backcut, I switch grip from this to this, and that's because when you're standing up felling with an axe, there's always a little bit of a slope in the cut, and in order to line the Facecut up with the Backcut so you get a nice hinge wood to guide the tree down, you have to switch grip, otherwise they will meet in a cross formation and you'll only have small piece of wood in the middle of, or somewhere in the trunk, that won't guide the tree at all. So if you want to fell like I do, or something like it, you should try and switching hands like that. So now holding it like that, marking out for the back cut like an inch or so above the face cut. You can see that it's leaning quite a lot, and that will now line up with the face cut I did on the other side. it fell exactly where I wanted it to go. Then again, with a tree that is leaning as much as this one did, it's not really that hard to predict where they want to fall. And it usually doesn't take more than a few cuts on the back cut to make them come down. Now the next step is to remove a couple of bark strips from the trunk, opening it up so it dries out easier. Switching to the boy's axe again. It's much nicer doing this with a lighter axe. Draw knife or bark spud could be used here, but sometimes I just find some sort of satisfaction in doing everything with the same tool. Even though I brought 2 axes and not 1, but you get the idea. If you keep your axe nice and sharp, you can also do this. I'm reaching some problematic areas now with a lot of debris and spruce branches getting into the way, so I'm gonna stop here. It's a pretty tall tree, this, even though it's not that wide. It's about 65 foot tall. The first branches appear at about 40 feet. Just ahead of me. So I'm stopping here now. I'm gonna take a little bit more bark off from the bottom part, because that's where it's wettest and the bark is thicker down there as well. But after that, I'm pretty much done for now. And that's as much as I'm gonna do to this tree right now. Now I'm gonna leave it until the buds leave out and the leaves start to dry. Usually takes about 4 to 6 weeks. So I'm gonna do follow up on this video. So next time you'll see me at this tree will be in early summer. So if you want to try this method, if you have access to some sort of forest land with some birch growing on it and need to or want to make firewood yourself, try and fell 1 or 2 and do this, and we'll get back to this a little bit later to see how we proceed. Alright, I'll see you in the follow-up. Until then, take care of yourselves.